morning, all of you, my dear students. I hope all of you are doing good. So, I welcome you all today's English class. In today's class, we will be starting a new chapter, that is lesson 2, and the name of the chapter is The Peaceful Warrior. Now, what is our objective? What are we going to learn from this lesson? When you will read this lesson, so what is its objective and what we will learn or what you will learn from this lesson, that you have to keep in mind. So when you are reading any lesson or any story, that time you want to know what I will learn and what is its objective. Okay, so let's start the objective. So the objective number 1, that is to develop our sense of appreciation and respect towards our teachers. So what, after learning this lesson, we will develop a sense of appreciation and respect to our teachers. So here, teachers not only who teaches you in your school, even your parents are your teachers, and any person whom you learn new things or good things, right? So they all are the teachers. I hope you understood. So this you have to learn from this lesson. What? Appreciation and respect towards our teachers. And the second objective, to control and channelize our anger in the right direction. What? To control and channelize our anger in the right direction. So here, student, human being is made up of various kinds of emotion. Everyone having happy, anger, sad, everything human being kept. So among them, anger is the first emotion. Nobody can say I don't have anger or I am not angry. There are times when we will get angry, but how to channelize this anger in the right direction? So everyone have that angerness, but what we all are doing in our anger, we are doing something wrong, but don't misuse that one. So what you try to avoid the wrong steps what you want to do. So you think positive and it will change your emotion. And the third objective, to read aloud with correct pronunciation and voice modulation. What the meaning? So when you are reading a lesson or a story or anything, what you have to do, you have to read, you should read aloud, that means loud reading. But when you are reading aloud, that not means you will read wrong. You will read with good pronunciation. Okay, this word is there. So what I will read? Okay, so what you will do, you will read the word by their letters. So when you will read with the letters, then you will know the real pronunciation of the words, right? So what you will do, how I supposed to read the story, how I supposed to pronounce the word, this all we should know when we are reading a story or any topic. So let's start the class. But before going to read the text, we have an ample amount of new words. So there are very new words given in this lesson. So let us see those new words and try to understand these words. Then only we will be able to understand the story. So here we will go with the new words. The first one is your regretted. What? The first one is your regretted. REGRETTED, regretted. The meaning, felt deeply sorry. What? If you did something then wrong, if you did something wrong, then after what you will feel? You will feel sad. That is the meaning of regretted. Now the second word, scared. What? The second word is your scared. SCARED, scared. That means frightened or afraid. Fright, that means if you did something wrong, you know your parents will scold you, your parents will punish you. So that time what you are feeling? You are frightened, you are afraid. That is the meaning of scared. Now the third one, single-handedly. What? Single-handedly. The meaning is your done by a person, all by himself or herself. Okay, so that means one thing one person did by himself without taking any help. So that is called single-handedly. Okay, now the fourth one, carve. The meaning, cut skillfully. You know different type of monuments we show that all designed by using different technology, that means not technology, by using hand art. So our people, those who are doing this art, that they are carving sculpture. Okay, now the fifth one, tunnel. TUNNEL. So an underground passage. So what is the meaning? An underground passage. So you know when you are traveling different states, so that time you may notice a tunnel. That means where the train will move or the bus will move. Okay, so that part what we are calling dark. Okay, that is called tunnel. Now revenge. What the pronunciation? Revenge. 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 Harm done in turn for something wrong. What? Harm done in return for something wrong. So if you did something, what the when you are fighting, maybe in your school for some different matter, you started fighting. So what? Your friend fought with you, then what you will do? After that you will give another punch, that is called revenge. Okay, now fascinated. What? Fascinated. FASCINATED. Very interested in something or someone. If you like something, okay, so that is called fascinated. Now the eighth word is your patience. What? Patience. 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 The ability to wait calmly. What? The ability to wait calmly. That means if something that means you have to wait. If your father, your mother, or parents say something, I will bring, that means you have to wait. That means you have to keep patience. When they will bring, that time you will see or whatever you will do. Okay, so that is your patience. And patience is the best behavior for a child. Now the ninth word is your rebel. What? Rebel. RUBBLE. That is your broken pieces of rocks or stones. You can see in your home, that means some stones in our surrounding also you can find out, that is rubble. Okay. Now the 10th word, kneeling. See the pronunciation, kneeling. K here silence, kneeling, resting on one's knee. What? Resting on one's knees. So when we are praying, that time what we are doing? We are bending our knees to pray to the gods. Okay. So that time what we are doing, that is the process is called kneeling. Okay. That means head down, we are calling that, when that we are respecting to the God, or we are praying to God. And the last word is your sword. What? A weapon with long blades and handle. You can see in your different cartoon serial. Okay. So maybe in a different movie you saw that sword. Okay. These all are the new words what you have to learn, their pronunciation and the meaning. So I would request you all to please go through the spelling and pronounce it properly. Know the meaning and also try frame one sentences with these new words which what we learn today. Okay. So I hope you understood. So let's start the story. I hope all of you have textbook with you. So please open your English textbook, page number 10. Okay. So start. Okay, see here, one thing I will tell, when I will read aloud. So what you will do, you will put your finger which line I am reading, that line you will use your finger. That means you can find out now which line I am reading, then after which line I will read. So, and second thing what you will do, you will read aloud yourself after finishing the lesson. So move. Many years ago, a few soldiers lived in Japan. They were good fighters and were very faithful to their masters. Okay, so I will read half of, then I will explain. So what happened? Many years ago, that means many years ago, some few soldiers lived in Japan. You know that Japan is a country as India. So they were good fighters and they were very faithful to their masters. That means they are the brave ones. They can fight, they can win, they can get victory. This is all they have. Then also they are faithful to their masters. They are giving respect to his master, the teacher and the trainer. They lived disciplined lives and were called the samurai warriors. And what they have? They have the knowledge, that is discipline. Okay, as we are reading in our school diet that discipline, different disciplinary rules. So what? Discipline is the first quality or the first thing we should keep in our mind. So they are also disciplined in their manner. So for that and for that reason they were called samurai warriors. Warriors means the fighters. Okay, so you may see different cartoons, I know you are watching. So that is the example. So let us read the story of a samurai warrior who got angry and did something wrong. What? So we will read a story about a samurai. So what? In angry, so what he did? He did something wrong. As I said to you, what I said you, to channelize your, that means when to control and channelize your anger in a right direction. Okay, but what he did here, he did something wrong. So let's to your story. Once a samurai warrior got angry with his master and without thinking killed him. What happened? Once a samurai warrior got angry, that means for different matter he angry, and what he did, without thinking, he not thought anything, just went and killed his master. Then after he regretted his action, but the master was dead and gone. So after killing, he felt very sad and he regretted himself. But what will happen? Already the master died. That means the master already died. He knew that if he were to be cut, he would be put to death. What he said? If he know that if he will be here, and the person, the people, in the people, if they know, what they will do, they will kill him. So he got very scared and ran away. So what happened? By thinking that he's scared, as I told the meaning, scared. So what? By scaring, that means, and ran away, that went. He went from one place to another till he arrived at a small village. So what happened? So when he moved from that village where he killed his master, so he thought, if I will stay here, the people will catch and they will kill. So what happened? They moved. He moved from different place. So then after he reached a small village. The village was separated from the rest of the world by a mountain. So when he reached the village, he saw the village was separated. That means fully changed. That means not changed, what we will say, diverted from the rest of the world by a mountain. So a mountain divided the village into two parts. That means other part different country is there, or this part is only one village is there. The path across the mountain was narrow and dangerous. So what? The mountain where he reached, the mountain path, that means the way, is very dangerous and narrow. That narrow means small. Okay, so I think the vehicle will also not move. That is a narrow path and very dangerous. Okay, if you will climb, maybe you will fall. That type mountains. Many villagers had died while climbing it. So what happened? As I said you, the mountain very dangerous, the path is very dangerous. So many villagers who tried to climb and they lost their life. The warriors decided to single-handedly carve a route through the mountain. So what the warrior decided here? The warrior decided, now I will make a route by using the mountain. That means through the mountain I will make a route with his hand, not any support. Okay, he tried to make a route through the mountains. He wanted to connect the village with the rest of the world and help the villagers. What he thought? He thought, I will make a route and that road will connect to the second part of the village. That means that is your what we call wanted now connect to the village and the rest of the world and help the villagers. I hope you understood. So what we will do, we will read the second part the next class. So your task to read all the word meanings, the new words, and write the meaning in your note and frame one sentences by using the words. Okay, I hope you understood. Thank you. Stay safe.